Hey everybody, it's Nika with Apollo Sprayers, and today I'm going to be showing you guys our weekly cleaning routine for the Apollo T5020 spray gun. So the first thing I'm going to do is that we're going to move to the back of our spray gun and we're going to take a look at our our adjustable fluid control knob. And what we're going to do is that we are going to unscrew it completely. And this is going to help pull our needle out of our spray gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off that knob. There is a spring that comes out. We want to make sure we pull that out as well. And then to help pull that needle out, I do pull the trigger back. It just kind of pushes that needle out a little bit more, and then I'm able to pull it out. Even with nails, not a problem at all. Then we're going to move to the front of our spray gun, which is going to be our air cap seal. What we're going to do is we're going to unscrew this guy. This is the air cap ring. And we're just going to completely unseal that. And then we also have the air cap, just like this. And then we also have the plate as well. Next thing what we're going to do is that we are going to take our spring out of the spray gun. And now we have our nozzle. This is the tip of the spray gun. And what we're going to do is that we are going to take the wrench that comes in the Apollo kit that comes with your T5020, and there's two little grooves on the side of it. We're going to take the larger end of the wrench and we are going to gently unscrew the nozzle. We're going to go like this, and we're just going to screw it off just like that until you can pull it off with your fingers. And you're just going to unscrew it just like this. And you have your nozzle. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to make sure that the nozzle is clean as well as the inside of our spray gun is clean. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our nozzle down just for a second, and we are going to take a towel, a wipe, whatever you have on hand, and we're just going to wipe down the inside of our spray gun, and we're going to make sure there's no excess solution that's gotten stuck on the inside of this. Once you see that it is completely cleaned, we are going to take that nozzle and we're going to screw it right back onto where it was. It's a little righty-tighty, lefty-loosey situation. So we're just going to fully tighten that back up. And you don't want it to be super, super tight, or there can be issues with your needle. So just tighten it to make sure that it's snug. And you're going to use that wrench and tighten it again until it's snug. Again, do not over tighten it. Next, what we're going to do, you want to make sure you clean that first before you put it back on as well. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to clean off everything before we put it back onto our spray gun. So we're going to take our spring, and we're just going to wipe that down, make sure there's no excess solution. Once you see that it's nice and clean, we can pop it right back into our spray gun, just like it was before. Next, we're going to take our plate, and then again, we're going to wipe it down, making sure that there's no excess spray tanning solution. And to help you put the plate back onto your spray gun, there are little notches, one on the top and one on the bottom, and there are the same notches on this plate. You want to make sure that those notches are lined up with each other, just like that. And I like to hold it just like this so that way nothing moves. And then we're going to take the air cap and we're going to stick that right on the top. And to help with lube, we do offer lubricant in our spray tanning equipment as well. We do recommend putting one on opposite ends of each other, just so that way when you're adjusting your spray tan pattern, it doesn't get stuck and it moves very smoothly. Next, we're going to put this guy right on top after it's been wiped down and there is no excess spray tanning solution on here. We're going to put that right on top and it should fit snugly right on there. Then we're going to take our air cap ring, again, wiping it down and making sure it's fully clean before we put it back onto our spray gun. And we are going to seal this air cap right back up, just like this. You can add excess lube if you feel like this is a little bit too difficult to maneuver. We do recommend putting a little bit of lube on the inside of this groove, very, very small drop, just on the first one, and it will slowly get around as you twist it right back on. And just to ensure that everything is good and everything twists properly, I just like doing this just to make sure everything is working the way I like it. Next, we're going to move to the back of our spray gun like we were at the beginning. And we're going to take our needle. Again, we're going to make sure that it's completely wiped down. This is where a lot of excess spray tanning solution can get gunked up. So we want to make sure that this is getting cleaned as often as possible. Once it is fully cleaned and there is no more excess spray tanning solution, we are going to stick it right back in where we grabbed it from, right in the back. And it's going to pull all the way up very, very slowly just to make sure that you're not breaking anything, and then you'll feel it stop. Next, we're going to take our spring, again, making sure it's fully wiped down with no excess spray tanning solution before putting it back onto our spray gun. And we're just going to put it right back on, exactly where it was. And then we're going to take our fluid control knob and we're just going to screw it right back on. And that is our weekly cleaning routine for the Apollo T5020.